Yo, 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 Virgo, how are you doing? Oh, it's excited. The cards are already after opening up. Oh my goodness gracious me. Let's see, I won't tell you what that was. We'll see if it comes up again. So, welcome to my channel. My name is Trinity, and I'm very excited to have you here. If it's your first time in my channel, in my realm, then welcome and thank you for watching. And please do continue watching because there's a message for you here, Virgo. There is a message for you, Earth sign, and let's hope it's a good one. Let's see. What I'm going to do is a Celtic cross, a very basic Celtic cross, but we should get a very, very good, clear indication of what is in store for you. So what we're going to start off with, when the first card flips, I'll pull the whole cross there. So I won't be like shuffling and flipping one by one because I don't really want these messages to go on for too long. So they know what I want and they know to just flip the first card for me and then I'll pull the rest. So what we'll do is the heart of the matter is what we're going to start off with. The main message that your guides, the team, God, source wants to communicate to you, Virgo. We are in, today officially, it is new moon in Leo. New moon means it's a blacked out moon. It's a blank canvas. We're starting again. We're starting a whole cycle all over again. Now, I haven't had any sleep. I don't know about you. Did you have a good night's sleep, or are these energies keeping you awake? If you're like me, the energies are keeping you awake. But I don't mind. That's me all over. Sometimes I pull all-nighters. That's just the way it goes for me. I get very high energy with the moon. And oh my goodness, they really want to talk. Let me put this back here a sec. Okay. Let me pull this forward there a sec. Let me push that back there a sec. Let's get going. So, please, guides, spirit, team, can we have the first card for Virgo? There it is. Okay. That's in reverse. Nice, that's a good card to have. Well, Virgo. What's going on here? We're all swords. You're the first reading that has had the majority of the spread in swords. What we've got here, the heart of the matter, is the Knave of Swords. Okay? So this is a messenger of communication. It's the communication card. This guy is a little bit inexperienced in his field. Whatever's going on at the moment, you need to know and learn more. There's more that you need to process. Like, he's in full armor. He's ready for battle. There's people behind you that are keeping watch. So why aren't you face the other way with them? Why aren't you keeping watch with them? Why have you your back turned to people that are working with you? That's what I'm getting from this. Like, you're all armoured up. You're all prepared. But for some reason, these guys that are behind you as well, they're not wearing any armour. You're the only one with armour on. So you're quite defensive, perhaps. Now, there's a lot of clouds in the background. So there's been a lot of, maybe a bit of, paranoia and anger that you are in this place of paranoia, maybe. Like, why so armoured up? You're armoured up and your sword is facing down and you're not even facing in the direction where you should be facing. And where you've come from in the past is the Nine of Swords. Like the Nine of Swords isn't a good card to have. The Nine of Swords would be, your thoughts, paranoia. Maybe you're experiencing sleep deprivation. Maybe you're experiencing sleep paralysis. Maybe attacks in your sleep. The reason why I'm saying that is because we have a guy asleep under a tree, and we have these etherical beings approaching from behind. So maybe you go to bed like this. This person here is wearing orange. So that would be, the place of desire. That would be your sacral chakra. So are you desiring something and you're not getting what you desire? Have you caused a bit of hassle in your life? Is there something that you've come from that you're really worried about and that you're on the defense? Because, the cards don't lie. The guides don't lie. You have come from a place of sleepless nights, anxiety. You poor thing. Oh, Virgo. Yeah, and you're all armoured up. I mean, maybe, you're going to sleep on the defence because you're being attacked in your sleep, or you're being attacked in reality. Or maybe you're turning your back on people that don't want you to turn your back on them. And they're being mean to you, they're ganging up, or they're walking away. And this is making you feel on the defence. What we've got coming through the crown chakra, so coming through from the sun, coming through from the moon, coming on the wind, the codes, the matrix codes, the codes that are coming in from the higher realms also, is the 10 of Swords in reverse. So again, we've got swords, swords, swords. So what's going to be coming into your reality through the codes? Because we're in a binary system. Everything is digitalized. Everything is frequency, tone, sound, light, numbers, geometry. And we've got the 10 of Swords in reverse, which is really, really good, because we're going from the 9 into the 10. So that's a progression, and the 10 is in reverse. So the 10 in reverse is in the Rider-Waite, which is the original tarot, is the end of this cycle, but it's in reverse, so it's not ending. You're going back to a 1 again. So you're digressing. You're going backwards. You should be coming to the end of feeling stabbed in the back. So there's more of this coming in. It's something that's unavoidable, unfortunately. I mean, we all go through these cycles. You have to. That's what this journey of life is about, Virgo. These things happen, and these things are catalysts to becoming more than this energy, more than this swords energy, more than just being in the head all the time. It takes pain and a real cycle of anxiety and fears and rage and anger and self-bashing yourself and projecting on others. Maybe you're projecting on others, like not taking your own thoughts and your own work on board. Maybe you're just pissing people off with your behaviours, with your thoughts, which is going round and round and round. Because preferably you should be going from the 9 into the 10, ending the cycle, and going back into the 1 again, or going from swords into another element. So you are going to be surrounded by reminders, triggers. There's going to be triggers coming in. Like these energies, like this matrix energy, this dark energy, this like curse on humanity, this curse on the reality wants to stay, it's used to staying in that cycle. It's used to staying in the head. It's used to like keeping you in the brain. It's used to doing that, and we become used to doing it from within them without what's, from the micro to the macro. Like, I would say do everything in your power to overcome. So just know by watching this read that that's what's going to be reminding you, it's what's going to be triggering you. The reality, this curse will want to keep you in that base frequency, just going round and round the houses, stuck in the mind constantly. So you're going to be surrounded by signs like on billboards that are negative or that are triggering you, movies that you're watching. You'll just be focused in on something that you can identify in your life, like woe is me, or fuck them, they're always saying this, or they're always pointing that out in me, or they're always they. But when you're pointing, there's 3 pointing back at you. You've got work to do, Virgo. There's a little bit more work to do. Take off the armour and start talking. Come from the head, start working your way down. Start talking. Start talking. In the near future, we've got the 5 of Swords. See, we've got more swords. Let me read what's coming up in the near future. So, like, what's going to be, that matches with this 10 of Swords in reverse, where you should be really 10 of Swords in the upright, the end of it. So let me just read from the book there about the 5 of Swords. The cold rain of life lashes and wounds like regrets. Freshing will only worsen everything. You gotta get your spiritual tools out. You gotta get your spiritual tools out of the bag. You have to have gathered healing modalities. You have to use them. Now's the time to use them. Pray, meditate, communicate. If you need to go to AA or NA or OA or Codependency Anonymous or forums, talking about it just to get out of your head. Because do you know what they want to ground in? Do you know what your potentiality is? Do you know what they know your potentiality is? It's the fucking High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess could be an oracle also. So that could be me having this conversation with you right now, having your guides work through me, channel through me, to tell you you need to do everything in your power to listen to this message. Maybe you need 1 or 2 more tarot readings to get clarifiers on this. I mean, take this reading seriously. Like, what she has down by her feet is a whistle. Are you musical? Do you need to write a song about this? Do you need to play the whistle? Do you need to play your guitar? Do you need to cry? Do you need to scream? Do you need to go to the gym? Do you need to kick the shit out of a punching bag? But you're going round and round, and I think that people are getting sick of it. Like, you're by yourself here in the near future. You're out in the rain, in the wet, with no shoes on, feeling alone, abandoned. It's never too late. It's never too late to turn your life around. It's never too late to stop the neural patterns from forming or from doing the same old dance. And that's what it is. If we continue in the same behaviour, Virgo, you'll keep on getting the same results. It's like the same old song. The brain just knows it's habitual. It will just keep on going round and round until you do something to stop that, the circuit. You need to stop the circuit. You need to stop that story from your life, from moving onwards. They want to ground in the High Priestess. You've done it before. You've been in High Priestess before. And even if you hadn't, maybe this is the first time that you're going to hit that high frequency. Maybe this is the message you need to hear, a clarifier. You know, read The Power of Now. Read the Celestine Prophecies. Read The Secret. You know, like, get those self-help books. If you've never done anything like this before, now's the time to start. If you're driving in the car and you find that, like, you're just hearing nothing but negativity and it's feeding your negativity and your anger and your rage or your regrets or your shame, do something about it. Ask God, ask Source, ask your higher self, ask your team to please give me peace, give me a sign, give me something, a ray of hope to take me out of this machine called the brain. It's a beautiful tool if it's used correctly, but they're going to ground in. If they're grounding in the High Priestess, then that's what you can expect. This is what they're working on. I mean, the team put us through the same scenarios. The universe will put you through the same scenarios over and over again until you change your habits, change your behaviors, change your thought model, the way that you function. The way that you function. Let me read the High Priestess for you. You might get some ray of hope from this card that they're going to be grounding in. Prepare yourself for wisdom and accumulate experience. So accumulate experience. You know where this gets you from your experience. You know this pattern. But prepare yourself for wisdom. You know, there's wisdom that you can acclaim out of this, you know, knowledge and vital energy. The sacred way will manifest to you by the springtime of your soul and by your divine power. Now, by the springtime of your soul, that's like a new seed. It's not literally meaning springtime, but that could be, you can have a new seed of wisdom in a now, like miracles happen. Ask for miracles, pray for miracles, meditate for a miracle. You know, meditation is such a great tool to just get to that 0 point of just clearing the dust, clearing the clouds, and that ray of sunshine to just come in at just that right moment, just the right amount of sunshine for that seed to sprout. Because as we know, you plant a seed in the earth, you know, it starts in the darkness. It starts in the pits of the darkness and it slowly comes up just at the right time. Just at that right time of sunshine for a beautiful plant to grow, for a beautiful tree to grow. So that's where you're at, and don't worry, you're not the first and you won't be the last Virgo to go through this cycle. And hopefully it's your last of this real doom and gloom and horrible scenario that you're in. Now, if you do want a more in-depth reading, you can email me or you can leave a comment below and we can get onto it. If you do need to ask some questions, if there is some personal details that you want to discuss, then I can be that High Priestess for you. I can be that channeler for you. Because tarot is a fantastic divinity to get through these hard times, to get some kind of clarification, to get some kind of solid answers, you know. So do what you can. Get on your knees, get meditating, do whatever you can to get out of this cycle, to break the neural patterns, to break that circuit board in your brain before it forms depression or, you know, a mental illness. Like, meditate, pray, ask for help, speak your truth. And before you sabotage or kick everybody out of your life, you know, maybe Ask one friend, one person, one family member to just sit down and listen to you. Or maybe you're the type that all you've been talking about is negative, negative, negative. Just grab a ray of hope. Practice talking about positivity. Chase your joy. Chase it, chase it, chase it. They want to ground in the High Priestess. This is what you're capable of. You're capable of wisdom. You're capable of healing yourself, with use the energy force that's here for us. Okay, Virgo? So if that makes sense to you, if you can relate, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe and tune in next week for your next reading, Virgo. Thank you. Ciao.